we're friends, leave me a message. If we're not friends, no news is bad news.
Eric, have you seen Eli? If you have seen him, just let me know. I couldn't contact him for a few days.
Hey, this is Eli. If we're friends, leave me a message.
Happy anniversary, asshole. Eli! What happened?
Baby, we gotta go.
What?
We gotta run.
Why? Eli!
Come on! Just follow me.
What? You have to tell me what happened.
What do you call a room with no walls?
What?
What do you call a room with no walls? Bathroom, bedroom.
Mushroom?
Mushroom! Mushroom!
What?
Mushrooms. We need to find mushrooms. Look over there, mushrooms.
พี่ไม่เห็นใครไหมคะ
Hello, Eli. Your time is up. Prepare for your punishment.
Wait, 1 minute.
You must accept your punishment.
Eli, look behind you.
Prepare for the next round.
Okay, mushrooms. Good job, baby. You gotta keep moving.
Let's go home.
Can't go home.
I'll call a taxi.
No taxis.
Why not?
Rules!
I'm calling the police.
No police. No phones.
Eli, just talk to me. Who are those guys?
Part of a game.
Game?
It's something I signed up for, but it was never supposed to be like this. I thought it'd be like an escape room. I didn't expect it to be this crazy. You were never supposed to be involved.
And what you win?
Oh, that was gonna be a surprise.
For me?
Bruno Mars tickets. Happy anniversary, baby.
Fuck.
There's no way out of this.
So what do we do?
We finished the game. What month has 28 days? February?
Every month.
Every month.
Correct. What gets wet while it dries? Correct.
What kind of bear has no teeth?
Correct.
Tomato!
Correct. Correct.
The moon!
Correct. Where does a boat go when it gets sick?
Where does a boat go when it gets sick? Where does a boat go when it gets sick? The river?
No.
The ocean?
The doctor!
Boat, doctor.
The correct answer is the doc, not the doctor. Prepare for your punishment. Accept your punishment.
I'm so sorry.
We're not gonna lose this game.
Final round. She must come forward.
What is mine? But only you may have it.
45 seconds.
Okay, I'm thinking. Give me a minute.
Come on, Eli!
The future, is it the future?
Final answer.
No, wait.
You got this?
I don't know.
20 seconds remaining.
Time running out!
Right, I'm thinking.
This is so fucking easy.
You're the smart one, I'm terrible at riddles.
You don't have to use your mind.
I don't have to use my mind.
10 seconds.
Come on!
My heart?
Is that your final answer? 2 seconds.
The answer's my heart.
Correct.
Good job, baby.
Congratulations. You're going to Bruno Mars.
Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
Happy anniversary, asshole.
The way you are. Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah.
How's it going? I'm Brandon Lee, and this is going to be a commentary for the Chinatown Game. So I'm here with Stephen Rennie, who was the fight coordinator for the film.
3, 2, 1, action!
And also was sort of a production advisor because he's worked on a lot of much bigger films than this. And he's been sort of my mentor in making narrative shorts for the last year. And Eli, the star of the movie. Eli is an actor, he's also a stunt performer, and he's been also in a lot of much bigger films than this. So let's run through the film and we're gonna talk about how we made it.
Hey, this is Eli. If we're friends, leave me a message.
That location that we had was like a back alley bathroom that hadn't been cleaned in like 30 years. And Brandon was like, hey, can you just get on the ground?
That's actually, you do this really well. I think this is why your audience, appreciates your work, is you just run around cities all over the world and you just find these things that normally I wouldn't look for.
We were out shooting on the street, and then we looked into a shop. We were like, wow, the back area of the shop looks really cool. And then we just had one of our crew who spoke Thai negotiate with the owner and say, hey, this is what we're doing. We're shooting a little indie short film. Is it okay if we just tie up a guy in the back room for a little bit?
That's the cool part about Chinatown and Bangkok in general. As long as you're polite with people and you keep it safe, they're actually pretty cool about you shooting in these beautiful places.
There was one stipulation, I forgot what they said. Oh no, I think they were about to take lunch.
Yeah. And it was the kitchen that I was lying on the floor in.
Right.
And they were like, okay, you can come in and you can use it, but I'm hungry. Do it in 20 minutes.
And tied up Eli on your kitchen floor. Yeah.
I used my Osmo Pocket 3, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I used it to shoot that overhead shot because we had no space. Basically, it was a tiny little room. I just put the Osmo Pocket 3 on a selfie stick and I just swung it from side to side. So we had a couple of tube lights, one in the bathroom, and there was a guy in the bathroom right next to that squat toilet, changing the color of the light and adjusting the intensity. And then we had another light that we stuck in another corner of the room, and that one was bright red.
Because there was no time for really rigging and setting things up. It was just guys hiding in corners.
The plot of the short film was basically made up as we were shooting, because we had a completely different plot with some different people involved that got scrapped at the last minute due to schedulings and cancellations and stuff. But we still had the days booked out, so I still had to make this film within this period of time because this was the only time that we could all get together. So what that turned into was basically inventing the plot during the shoot as we were shooting.
Cut, okay.
Nicha on the phone in the tuk-tuk was really, really hard to shoot because I didn't just want to be in the tuk-tuk with her. I did that for some of the shots, but the other thing I wanted, which is way harder, is to get vehicle to vehicle or car to car. So the camera was in one tuk-tuk and Nicha was in another tuk-tuk. We were trying to keep the tuk-tuks more or less aligned as we were driving. And then also we were trying to get the appropriate dialogue.
Eric, have you seen Eli?
What that turned into was just basically this never-ending game of going around in a circle over and over and asking Nicha to repeat her lines over and over while we tried to align the tuk-tuks and I tried to frame the shot. Basically, 60?
Yeah.
Did we actually do 60 takes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was a lot.
Hey, this is Eli.
A drone actually magically appeared because I called my buddy Manit, who is a filmmaker, and he showed up with his Mavic 3 and said, hey guys, I bet I could pull off a drone shot here. And he just kind of knew the streets already, and he picked this one point that had a view. It was like a really long street, and then you could see a lot of depth into the city in the background.
3, 2, 1, out! Go! Go, run, 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 run! Stop! And cut! Okay!
I was semi-blindfolded, I think, on that one. It was kind of like going into a dark room with sunglasses on. But the main thing was communication. We had the BTS guys that were awesome, and I had them dotted down the street.
Keep one eye up on your head, blindfold, one eye up, and then when I say this, down, run.
And it was like, Eli, go! And then I knew at that point, I trusted them enough that I could run out into the middle of the road. But we did have it kind of structured out into, okay, hit point A, hit point B, get off that road. It's not the stunt guy's job to get injured, it's the stunt guy's job to know what's the safest way to make this shot work.
Happy anniversary, asshole.
So we were just thinking of ideas, and then obviously you wanted to incorporate tuk-tuks and everything. So it's like, well, let's do a tuk-tuk crash. It's like, well, you can't really crash a tuk-tuk. Not safely, right? Unless we have the resources and the time to do that.
So for the beginning part of the scene, when Nicha was on the phone, I was using a gimbal, and I was sitting in the front of the tuk-tuk, facing the gimbal toward Nicha while she was talking on the phone. Yeah. But then, for this part where the crash happens, I switched to handheld. And then I shook the camera just with my hands at the moment of impact, so that we got extra shake. And then I shot the rest of the scene handheld, walking with Nicha and everything.
What happened?
Baby, we gotta go.
So speaking of safety as well, we wanted to make sure that like at least Nicha was safe. We didn't really care if Eli got hurt, but the main thing was we wanted our actors to be safe. So we had a mark for our driver to hit, our awesome tuk-tuk driver. He hit the mark. Eli was able to place himself in the frame because we didn't see where he's at. You did the camera move that you wanted to follow Nicha to reveal him, and he just put his blindfold on. So we were able to do it safely and get the effect that sold the gag.
Eli!
Come on!
Run, come on.
What's wrong with you?
Follow me. Just follow.
Again, again.
Just follow me. Come on.
There was one time that a car didn't indicate and came around the corner, I think almost hit you. And I went I was like, the f to the guy, and I didn't realize I was handcuffed, covered in blood. And he's like, you know what you look like?
If they didn't see me running with the camera, they thought there was just some handcuffed guy covered in blood being chased by a woman.
British, it's normal.
Just follow me.
Why? You haven't told me what happened.
After shooting each day, I would do a little rough cut, and then I'd show you guys, so we had some idea of what we're working with. And when I edited that scene together originally, the next day you saw it and you said, oh, this needs a little bit more chaos, basically. You went around with Eli and Nicha and you filmed handheld. And I ended up using just one of those shots where Eli is slamming into the roller door of the shop. I used it to cross the line because they were running screen left to screen right, but I needed them to come into the following shot, screen right to screen left. Yeah. And thankfully we had a shot of Eli slamming himself into a wall and then bouncing off and going the other direction. That allowed me to switch the screen direction so that he could come in from the right side and then ask the question, what kind of room has no walls, blah, blah, blah.
So I saved the day.
You saved the day.
What do you call a room with no walls?
What?
What do you call a room with no walls? Bathroom, bedroom.
Mushroom?
Mushroom. Mushroom.
So yeah, the mushroom thing. Eli's trying to solve a series of riddles as part of a game. And the first riddle that I knew personally was what kind of room has no walls? Which is like the easiest riddle possible.
Mushrooms. We need to find mushrooms. Look over there, mushrooms.
I mean, I don't know what people are going to think of that because it's just kind of a WTF moment.
Well, it is stupid. I think
It is
that's
stupid.
you got to lean into the stupid.
But hopefully it's
That's why I
stupid
like
in a
it.
good way. Yeah.
Hey, my head. Hi, my
Nicha actually was running up to a random food stall asking them for mushrooms. I want you to run up to them and ask them if you can buy some mushrooms, okay? And I will just film whatever the hell happens. We gave them a little heads up, like, hey, we're shooting a video. Is it okay if she talks to you? But they didn't know what she was gonna ask them.
What if they gave her mushrooms and is the movie over?
Yeah, that's it. Roll credits, done.
Hello, Eli.
I wanted the first close-up of a bad guy to be a little disorienting and weird looking. So for that shot, I used this 200mm lens from Case that has a fixed 5.6 aperture and these donut bokeh, no matter what you pointed at, you always get this weird sort of donut bokeh in the background to just make the shot look a little bit off, a little bit weird. It has a really interesting look.
And you can do a lot of things with that as well. It's like that dream state kind of, and it was something different to what you've used before.
The difficult thing about using the lens is that it's all manual focus, and I didn't have a focus rig for it. So I could only use it for shots where the characters were really static, and that's why the bad guy is just standing there.
Hello, Eli. Time is up.
One good thing about having characters in masks is that you can change their dialogue later. There's a lot you can get away with if one character's mouth is covered. So yeah, if you're improvising a narrative, try having a character wearing a mask.
You must accept your punishment.
Is the voiceover you?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. Is there any way you can like ADR Eli's voice? Because he's British, we don't understand him. So.
That's basically your work, that fight scene, because you came up with the choreography, the angles, everything.
Yeah, so I think shooting a fight scene is you're really just focusing on the rhythm and making sure that your shots are telling the stories you want it to be. Action! When we're designing choreography or we're designing how a character moves in the fight, we have to know what their character wants to achieve. And then by the time we build our full sequence, we have a fight scene that doesn't just entertain you, but gives you information about the characters and tells you plot points or story points. But oftentimes, if we don't make those choices about what this punch is doing or that grab, then we're not really saying anything at all because we don't have a specific vision.
And that's the main point, right? A lot of people think that the violence, the action is just like a sparkle to put on top of the story, whereas actually it is the story itself. Within every fight scene, there should be that narrative still going forward.
And shout out to Andre and Alessio, the two stunt guys that came and played Lagoons in the fight scenes.
You gotta keep moving.
That little shot of the mushrooms dropping, I just wanted to mention that because that was, again, one reason why I love working with you, Stephen, is because the fact that you saw that scene and you're like, oh, you're gonna need a shot of the mushroom dropping and them running away in the background, otherwise it's not gonna all connect.
It's saying this chapter has come to a close and we need to move on in the story, so this allows us to transition to the next piece.
It also allowed us to get rid of the mushrooms.
Yeah, exactly.
So that they don't have to carry around mushrooms for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like after the franticness of the opening, we kind of needed to like take the energy down for a bit before bringing it back up for the finale. Our buddy H showed up with a Smoke Ninja smoke machine. So it's this little portable smoke machine that can like create smoke anywhere. And I just wanted to use it for something. It turned into some pretty cool flashlight shots.
Yeah, it came out great.
And what you win?
Oh, that was gonna be a surprise.
For me?
Bruno Mars tickets.
Where the idea came from for the Bruno Mars tickets was our lead actress, Nicha, is a huge Bruno Mars fan. And while we were just hanging out, doing makeup or whatever, one of the mornings, she just said something about the Bruno Mars concert happening soon. And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if the prize of this game that Eli's playing is just tickets to Bruno Mars?
It gives us insight into why this character, Eli, is doing all this in a way that's actually, he's trying to do something for someone else. And
he's just a big idiot, and it's like he got into all of this trouble just for Bruno Mars tickets?
Yeah.
We're not taking ourselves too seriously in this short.
This fight was pretty interesting because this was actually the very first thing we shot.
3, 2, 1, action! And go! Go! Look at each other. What?
So we found this alleyway and it looked nice. So I was like, it might be nice to have this tall guy sitting down and these two guys sneak up behind him.
Action! And hand, there you go. And
Can't.
It was definitely a story point for Nicha, though, in her arc of like having no idea what's going on, and then being like, I'm 100% in. Throwing water in these criminals' faces and getting involved in a fight.
action!
You got this?
I don't know.
In that final sequence where all these bad guys appear, we actually only had 6 people and we multiplied them, filming them in different groups and having them change masks and change weapons.
2, 1, 2, not on time, 1.
And then my friend Manit flew his Mavic 3 drone for an overhead shot, and I had the bad guys stand in different places, and then in post, I tiled those shots together to create the impression of 3 times as many people. Who were those guys behind the masks? Actually, they were the BTS crew, who are now shooting this segment that we're filming right now.
My name is Jonathan, and this is Shanky. So we are the creative dog. We currently run Burmese speaking YouTube channels, Facebook page, and TikTok page. We are also the bad guys in the film.
The weapons that they were holding were not props that we brought to the location. Most of them were just stuff that we found lying on the ground, like the sticks. One of the guys was holding an iPad charger cable, and we had a meat cleaver that we borrowed from a Chinese food restaurant. And we just said to them, hey, we need a big knife and a sharpener for the scene. Can we borrow them? And for whatever reason, they let us.
The future? Is it the future?
Final answer?
No. Wait.
So shooting the scene, I was running around Eli with my gimbal.
Like a maniac.
Like a maniac with a long lens on. I think it was a 75mm lens. And Eli, you had to sort of play to my movement.
Yeah.
So that the important moments with you, we saw your face.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the tricky part when the camera's always moving, right?
And you were really good as well with your silly voices behind the camera, throwing lines at me, and I also had Nicha throwing lines at me.
Time's running out.
All right, calm down. Jesus.
So I would just kind of see in the corner of my eye when you were, and I'd just throw out every time a different kind of acting beat or some more dialogue.
One thing that I have to give props to for this was Beam, the makeup artist. These characters evolve, they become bloodier and sweatier and angrier and more tired. And yeah, so props to Beam.
That's our film. I want to say thank you again to Steven, thank you to Eli and Nicha and Beam, our makeup artists, and the BTS crew, Manit with his drone, and especially that Chinese food restaurant. So if you want to see more short films, check out my channel. Also, Stephen Rennie has his own channel that has action short films. And Eli also has an Instagram that you can follow if you want to see more of his acting resume. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. We'll see you next time.